Hey friends, it's Shereé, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a little pattern haul and fabric haul. But first, before I get into all of that, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning person, thank you so much for your continued support. All right, let's get into it. Friends, I bought more patterns. I know! The addiction to pattern collecting is so real. But the patterns that I got, I'm really excited about, and I want to share them with you. Some of them I'm thinking about fall. A couple of them might be for spring. But Mccall's patterns were on sale at Joann's again for $1.99 this time, not for 99 cents. And the funny thing is I actually went into Joann's planning to purchase the Simplicity Shacket pattern, which is Simplicity S9388, and I'll insert a picture of that. Everyone's making it, so much so that Joann's was completely sold out of it. This is how bad I wanted it. I was willing to pay full price because they're not on sale. Now when I got there, they had 30% off Simplicity patterns, but I do know that they often go on sale for $1.99 or 99 cents. So I really didn't see myself paying $15 for the pattern, or however much it would have been to purchase it without it being on major sale. So they were sold out anyway, totally blew my opportunity, but I did end up ordering that pattern on Etsy, and I'll insert the Etsy shop that I purchased it from. There were only 3 sellers on Etsy that had the pattern, and I believe that I purchased it for $7 before shipping. So all in all, I think it was $10, but that was much better than whatever I would have paid at Joann's, so I'm okay with that. The other patterns that I got, a couple of them, I saw a couple of my sewing friends on YouTube make these items, and I got really excited to make them myself. So I got more patterns, and there's actually a handful of Simplicity patterns that I would really love to pick up should they have another sale. But I've told myself if it's not on sale, I cannot buy it, okay? All right, so the fabrics that I picked up, a couple of them I got online, is so funny because my sewing friend Talisha, Creativity by T on YouTube and on Instagram, she just posted the funniest video on her channel, and it was her tossing and turning in bed because she couldn't sleep, so she thought she'd just scroll and look at fabric online, but she told herself she wouldn't buy anything, and then she ended up buying it. This guy right here. I do it all the time. So when I saw her little skit, I laughed so hard because that is me all the time. And earlier this week, I totally did the same thing. Couldn't sleep, was scrolling, and saw that all of the Blizzard and other types of flannels and fleeces were on crazy sale at Joann's. And I remembered that I had a bit of a gift card left over, and so I was like, oh, I should use that. It was only like $5 or something like that. And it's actually a year old. I couldn't even believe that I still had it, but I knew I still had it in my jewelry box. So I grabbed that, got out of bed, grabbed that. I'm like, I'm gonna apply this on something. It's gonna be part of tax or shipping. I don't know. Anyway, and so I found a couple pieces of fabric, and that is what really pushed me to really want to buy that Shacket pattern. Now, when I got the fabric, I realized it's a bit thick. It may not be appropriate for that pattern, but I don't know, give it a shot, see how it goes. And it didn't cost me very much money, so it's okay. So I got 2 of those fabrics from Joann's. I also received a couple of things from my mom. It actually came to me by accident, so I'll share those. And I wanted to share my most recent fabric from ThreadCrate because I think it's really great, and ThreadCrate is actually going to be closing up their subscription for new people trying to subscribe, I believe December the 15th. I will put the correct date on the screen if that's incorrect, but on December 15th, they are going to stop accepting new subscribers for a small period of time. I believe she said second quarter of 2022 is when it'll be opened up again. So if you're interested in signing up with ThreadCrate, I definitely encourage you to do it before the December 15th cutoff. Otherwise, you'll have to wait until next year. And I just want you to see the beautiful fabric that I received this month because I think it's really lovely, and I'm going to make a cardigan out of it, and it's so nice. And so if you decide to sign up with ThreadCrate, please do use my affiliate code. It will save you 10% off of your very first box, and the code is Shereé10. All right, I think I talked enough. Let me show you what I got. We're going to start with the patterns. The first pattern that I got is perfect. I just recently made 2 blouses and I'm obsessed with them. And so now I want to make all the blouses, and I have plenty of fabric in my stash to make all the blouses. So the first one that I got is, it's a Mccall's M7967. And what I absolutely love about this particular pattern is that, first of all, it has 4 views. The second thing that I like about it is that it doesn't require a lot of fuss, right? Now, if you want to do a lacy version, you can, but I'm focusing on this version here. So aside from the fact that you are creating a gathered ruffle around the edge, it only requires 5 buttons. So 4 buttons for the wrist cuffs and 1 button for the top and the back for the closure. I just think this is a very sweet top, and I could see myself wearing all the versions, but I definitely want to make this version right here, and I think it will be stunning. It'll be great for work, and it'll also be great for date night because your girl is gonna start dating her husband again, okay? The kids are old enough. We can get that babysitter. Grandma and Papa can watch the kids so that we can go on a date, okay? So I wanna be cute. All right, so the next thing, I'm actually gonna save this one because I wanna show my thought that I have, my plan. The next one is a pattern that so many people have made, and every time I see this dress, I'm like, oh, what pattern is that? That is so cute, and it's always the same one. It's M7969, and this is what it looks like. Now, I believe that this is going to be a wonderful year-round pattern. Now, as far as fall, winter, I'm actually thinking of the longer version here. I think it's going to be so lovely, but instead of using the sleeves on the longer version, I think I might like using the sleeves here on this one because I like this big billowy sleeve. It's so great, loose, comfortable, and I think it's really pretty. So it's definitely one of those dresses that in the right fabric, it can look dressed up, but it can also be very comfortable. So I'm excited to make this, and you can make it in so many different things. Like, they gave suggestions on the back here, and some of which I actually have owned in my stash, but I'm already thinking about some other fabrics that might work okay as well. But they suggest lawn, crepe de chine, challis, and georgette. It's just such a pretty pattern, and I've seen so many versions that I know this will be a good one. The next one I haven't seen anybody make, guys. If you've seen someone make this dress and they've made a video or posted on Instagram, let me know who they are because I definitely want to get some inspiration. But this one right here is M7973, and I am like, oh, in awe and excitement over these 2 versions right here because they are gorgeous. They're so good. And actually this one, I love it because of the necktie, but also I realized after I purchased it that there's color blocking involved in that one. And it also has that bottom tier ruffle. Now at the very bottom, this version here is just so sexy and simple and straightforward in the right fabric. Woo, this would be a good dress. So this is M7973, and I'm all over it. It's so good. I love this one so much. Now this one says crepe, lawn, crepe de chine, challis, and yeah, that's it. You can also use sheer fabrics is what it says. But I think it's really great, and it has elastic and a tie in the back, so it'd be comfortable. So I like that. The next one is another one that's very popular, and I recently saw a version of this. I can't remember her name, but she's on Instagram. Beautiful woman, and she just had a baby. And you know, when I had just had a baby, I was not like a lot of these women out here. First of all, I didn't know how to sew, so I had clothes that probably didn't fit me very well, and I definitely wasn't dressing up or doing my makeup or modeling for Instagram. So I'm blown away by anyone who can put themselves together and who can coordinate and make their own outfits, because Lord knows after you have a baby, your clothes don't fit the same. Your body is different. So if you have the skill to sew, it opens up a whole world for you, and you can actually dress and feel confident in something that fits your body appropriately. Anyways, this woman's gorgeous, and she made this. It's Mccall M8104, and she made the long version, which is now what I'm going to make because I was so inspired. It is so gorgeous. I love it so much. The only drawback is it requires so many buttons. It requires, for the short version, it requires 8. For the long version, it requires 10 buttons. And while I'm no stranger to sewing buttons, I've sewn so many things lately with buttons that I kind of want to take a break from buttons. But after seeing her version, I'm like, oh, maybe I should revisit the whole button situation and stop being lazy. But this is a really great pattern, and Again, crepe, challis, cotton blends, dotted Swiss. Ooh, dotted Swiss would be really pretty in this. But I definitely, again, would switch up a bit. I would do the long version, but I would do the sleeves here that are more fluttery. So pretty. Okay, now this next one is gorgeous. It has a hidden pocket, and I think that that's why I was all over it. This is definitely one of my favorite type of things to wear during the winter as I work with children and I chase them around. It's cute, but it's also cozy. This is M8022, and I just love that weird little pocket that it has in the front. And so I just think that would be so much fun, and I would absolutely make the version with the hood. Now, I was interested to look at what they recommend you use for this because it's slightly different than what I had imagined. On here, it says that you should use moderate stretch knits, 35% across the grain, athletic knits, interlock, cotton knits, and ponte. Now, in my mind, I was making this out of a thick sweatshirting. So when I read all of the recommended fabrics, I was like, oh, okay. So we'll see. I would probably not follow those suggestions and probably just use what I want to use because that often happens with me. But it's perfect. It's exactly how it's modeled is exactly how I would wear it with leggings and some type of sneaker. And it also could be cute with boots. So this is a winner. This is something I would definitely make over and over again if it comes out nicely. Okay, now this pattern is very similar to something that I already own. However, the something that I already own has to be taped together and I'm not in the mood. So Seamwork has a pattern that's very similar to this. I have had my Seamwork subscription for 1.5 years. I love my Seamwork subscription, but I'm just not in the mood for taping. And I have this really great fabric that I've held on to since last winter. That I think would be great for this pattern. This is a jumpsuit or romper, and I love it. It's long sleeve, has elasticated waist, has pockets, it's everything I need, and also can be worn with sneakers, which I appreciate. Now, it's modeled here in a fabric that is some type of jersey, but in my opinion, it kind of looks like velvet, and that's actually what got my interest because that's what I own in my stash, just some really nice velvet. But the recommended fabrics for this is, again, a stretch knit 35 across the grain, jersey, cotton knit, and interlock. It doesn't say anything about velvet, but I definitely could see myself making this out of the velvet I have in my stash, and I think that I will absolutely love wearing it. And because there are short sleeve versions as well as the long sleeve version, it is, again, another pattern that I would make more than just in the fall winter. So I like this one. Now this one that I'm about to show you is actually a pattern that I already own and have made a few. I think I've made 3 of these dresses. It is M7967, but the size that I purchased is a smaller size than what I'm currently at. And even when I made it back in the day, I made and shared on YouTube version D and also version A, but with the ruched bust. And if I can remember which video that is, I'll link it. But it definitely was probably around like spring of last year. Spring of 2020. I loved the dress, but I was very self-conscious about how clingy it was in the belly area. I made it because Mimi G had a sew along and she did such a phenomenal job, and hers looked so gorgeous on her, but I don't have the curves in order to accommodate the belly bulge. So if my hips were a little wider, then it would have a better, it would look better because it was fitted, right? But the way my body is, I definitely would have benefited from being able to grade between sizes. And because I didn't have the larger size, I made the biggest size, which was a medium, and to my opinion, it was a little bit too small. So I don't wear those dresses, and they're gorgeous. And it's basically a waste of fabric because I'm not wearing them. As a matter of fact, now that we're having this conversation right now, I'm probably going to chop off the dress part of it and just have them as tops because the top half of it is really gorgeous. So I might just do that. But I haven't made version A, and I find the sleeves to be intriguing. So I probably will try that version next time, and I will probably make a size large. All right. The next one is Mccall M7981, and I do have skirt patterns that are similar to this, but slightly different. And I'm not interested in the short version, but I am interested in this version of the top with the gathers up into the waistband, and then this one down here that is more fitted and straight at the waist. and the top of the skirt. I just think it's a really good pattern to have, and it was $1.99, so I figure it's different enough to where it's not a big deal. If I have it in my stash, it's not the exact same skirt as something I already own, although it is very similar to some. But I do like Mccall patterns and how well they're written, so I was okay with buying that one. Okay, so this next one is actually, I'm thinking about it for spring, but it could absolutely be gorgeous for fall in the right color and the right fabric. Now, the recommended fabrics are challis, crepe, georgette, and stable knit. I don't know what it would look like in a stable knit, but I would definitely try it in a stable knit for a colder month. I do like this. I like the versions that have the ruffles and give it a little bit more length. This is definitely not something that in the fall I would wear without some type of leggings or tights. But I think that this is a really good dress, and there's no buttons, guys, and there's no zipper. So it should be one of those that, I mean, the most work is going to be the gathers. So I appreciate that about it. And I also like that it has an elasticated waist. So again, I can wear this for date night and I can eat all the food. Okay. So I think this is a good pattern. I haven't seen too many people make this, so I don't know. I'm going to give it a whirl at some point, and I just really liked it. I also like that it has the mock neck instead of having the full color. I like that. All right, so is that what it's called, guys? I always do that. Is it a mock neck? I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, I'll fix it in the video. Sorry about that. Okay, so another pattern that was made by a couple of other sewists, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so great on you. I want one now. Is this pattern. I actually don't even remember buying this when I went to Joann's, but it was in my stack, so I know I must have been thinking about two ladies in particular when I saw it. So I did pick it up. This is Mccall's 8241. And it is a great sweater poncho type of situation. I definitely like it a lot. I would not make it with the fringe though. That's just not my style. But I do like everything else about it. And the other versions I think would be lovely. So yeah, I picked it up. I don't know when I'll make it, but because the other ladies that I admire so much have been wearing theirs, and I'm like, oh my God, that looks so cute. I definitely think I need to give it a go. So I got that one. It also would be a good gift for people, especially if you don't know their exact fitting size, because it's oversized, because it's supposed to be loose and drapey. You can make it for them and basically ballpark what their size is, and it could still be a surprise Christmas gift. So think about that. All right, now the last two things I'm going to show you, I actually have fabrics for right here that I'm going to share with you. So this first one is the Mccall M8029. I really love this, and I picked this up because my husband and I celebrated our anniversary, and we went on our anniversary date. It rained so bad, and my hair was done, and I was, you know, my makeup was done, and I was dressed, and I realized I did not have a nice coat to wear to a restaurant. My life revolves around children. It is what it is. I wear a lot of coats that are durable and sturdy, but not necessarily cute for going to nice restaurants. So I thought I might want to make something like this just to throw on top of whatever nice thing I'm wearing if the weather turns on us. And you can have this with a big hood on the back. I'm going to show you what the hood looks like. It looks so nice, and I just love the way it drapes in the back, the hood, so you can't really see it that much in the front. I think it's a very smart looking pattern, and it looks like pretty easy, straightforward pattern. Again, this could be an amazing gift for somebody for Christmas, so keep that in mind. And I purchased, remember I told you I purchased fabric for a shacket, and also I purchased fabric to make this. And I actually purchased the Blizzard fabric, which is so much thicker than I thought it was going to be. This is definitely like blanket quality fabric. I thought maybe it'll change a bit when I wash it. It did not. It's just thick and fleecy and nice, but it definitely feels like a blanket. But I think it will be cozy and pretty nice in this. What do you think? What do you guys think? You tell me, because a lot of times you can see things that I can't right off the bat, and I need my sewing friends to help me out. If you didn't know this, I don't have a lot of in real life sewing friends. I mostly have YouTube sewing friends and Instagram sewing friends. So I rely on you a lot to help me to work through my process. So please do let me know what you think about this pairing. I think it could be really pretty. I think it could be really cozy. Definitely something that I can throw on top of whatever I'm wearing. Of course, color matching is a big deal for me, so I'm not gonna match it with something that's crazy, but I love these colors and I think that could be really nice. I bought 4 yards of this. I have a problem. It's like that's the golden number, especially if something's on sale. But guys, 4 yards of this, it was already on sale for $3.99. Then I used a coupon because I picked it up in store instead of having to ship it to the house. So I got this one, and then I also got this black one. Now this black one is supposed to be my Shacket. And again, I'll insert a picture of the Shacket so that you can see what it looks like. I think I saw Mimi G and Brittany both made theirs, Brittany Jones, and both of their versions were super cute. They did not use typical like fleecy fabrics, but you can definitely do a lot with that pattern. You can use corduroy, which I have some in my stash that I could use if I like the pattern. But I thought this one might be good because yes, it is black and white, which means I'll get a lot of wear of it, but also the fabric was on crazy sale. So I was like, if I make a mistake, then I haven't wasted a lot of money. So 4 yards of this, which is more than enough. Okay, so we're talking about 8 yards of fabric. I paid, and I used my $5 gift card. I paid 20 bucks, tax and everything, for 8 yards of fabric, which I thought that was crazy. So I was really happy about that deal. And yeah, so the pattern, this pattern is $1.99, right? This fabric and this fabric, 20 bucks. And then I bought the $10 fabric for, the $10 pattern from Etsy for the Shacket. So I think that's a good deal. 2 really wonderful coat options for 30 bucks. 2 wonderful coat options for 30 bucks. And I got all the thread in the world here at the house. So that's the only other thing. And I have buttons in my stash. So I thought that was a really good use of my $30. All right, so I actually almost bought a Shacket, believe it or not, for my birthday. I bought myself a lot of things for my birthday, which I'll share in another video because no one knows you like you, right? And I didn't want to be disappointed on my birthday and get something I didn't really want. That sounds so ungrateful, but I work really hard and I think I should treat myself sometimes. So I bought the things that I wanted and that I knew I would be happy and feel special about. And one of those things that I bought is a few clothing items. And so I thought, oh, I'm just gonna buy my Shacket. But when I saw what was out there, I was like, I know I can make a Shacket better than these. I've seen patterns better than these. Look at the price of that thing, you know? So yeah, I ended up buying the stuff to make my own Shacket. Let's hope I get it done though, right? Okay, so the next pattern that I got is Mccall M8057. And quite a few people have made these pants and share them on Instagram and YouTube, and it's just a really pretty pattern. I like that it's a more fitted pattern, but that it has an elastic waist, which makes it nice and easy. And this year was supposed to be a journey of pants for me, and I have not been making the pants like I promised myself I would make the pants. So I think this would be an easy sew to put together. This is what fabric I'm going to use. Tell me if I'm crazy. Tell me if I'm crazy. So what happened was, for my birthday, I'm obsessed with Levi's. I own more pairs of Levi's than I can actually count. And whenever I grow, I buy the next size in my favorite styles. I don't try new styles. I stick to what I like. And so my mom bought me for my birthday and sent it to me a pair of jeans and a jean jacket. Jean jackets and bomber jackets are also 2 things that I'm obsessed with and I have too many of, but I will continue to buy them probably every year. And I wear them all, so it's not a waste of money. That's what I say. Anyway, so she bought me a matching set, and Levi's made a mistake and they actually sent me 2 pairs of Dockers, men's Dockers, that are a size 42. So this is the first pair, and they're really, really, really nice. These are the City Tech Trouser. They're a straight fit, and they have Smart 360 Tech, whatever that means. What I really like about them is that they have this cool pocket, right? So it has a regular pocket right here, but right here it has a zip pocket that's kind of like hidden right there, and I just thought that was so neat. Now it has the traditional pockets on the back. So I contacted Levi's. I let them know that the packing slip didn't match what came in the bag, and that it was a gift from my mother. And I was trying to figure out, like, how can I return this to you and get what she actually purchased me? And they said that since the packing slip, return packing slip, would have gone to her directly anyway, that I could just keep the pants and donate them. And so I'm a sewist. All this fabric, donate? I mean, I really could, and somebody would benefit from it. But I decided that I might try to repurpose this fabric to make myself either these trousers or another pair of trousers. I've never done this before, taken one pair of pants and made a new pair, but I do plan to do that with some jeans in some upcoming month or two. But I thought I might also try to do that with these as well, because it's plenty of fabric. And if I can possibly save this pocket detail, that would be so dope. So that's what I was thinking of. Now, there were 2 pairs of these awesome pants in the bag. And these pants, they retail for $72, guys. The tag is right there. So somebody was pissed when they didn't receive their pants, because these are really nice pants. And they paid, you know, $150 for these pants. So here's the navy blue version. And again, it's a size 42. So I'm thinking of resizing them for myself somehow, or maybe using a pattern, deconstructing them and using a pattern to make myself 2 pairs of trousers out of those pants. Happy birthday to me. So let me know if you think that is a good idea. Let me know if you've ever done that before. Let me know if you know the steps to resizing large pants for a smaller fit. If you think it's a bad idea for this pattern, because this pattern actually suggests using really lightweight fabrics like challis, crepe, gauze, linen, and these are not. These pants, so these are made from recycled material. These are 55% cotton and 37% polyester and 3% elastane. And the cool thing about them is that they are supposed to be wrinkle proof. Now they have some, it says wrinkle free, wicking, breathable, performance level stretch. So I don't know, these could be amazing pants, especially for someone like me that spends a lot of time outside with kids. So if you have an idea of an approach or even a pattern that might be good or easy to incorporate with these pants, let me know, okay? Because that is what I plan to do with those pairs of pants. And Levi's graciously agreed to send me what my mom originally ordered me too. So happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to me. My birthday is November the 10th. I know I'm a bit obnoxious, but I'm going to be obnoxious all month. It's my month of celebration. So anyways, in my next video, I'll hopefully be able to share with you all the things that I picked up for myself for my birthday. But I will show you quickly this beautiful sewing machine. This is one of the things I bought myself, and I was hoping to teach myself how to use it this weekend, but I've been really busy, so I haven't had the opportunity. But I hopefully will use it soon to make myself something really awesome, or maybe one of my loved ones something really awesome. If you look behind me, you'll be able to see that I've changed out the decorations in my dream box. I filmed the process, so if you're interested in what that process was like, stay tuned, because I will be uploading a video to share that process with you. Okay, and the last piece of fabric that I wanted to share with you is this amazing sweater fabric that I received in my ThreadCrate box for the month of October. It is so gorgeous and so soft and so thick and luxurious, and I'm just so happy and thrilled that I actually have this. It's 3 yards, and I'm going to make the most amazing cardigan out of it. Now, that particular ThreadCrate box came with the Harper by Sinclair Patterns cardigan, so I'll probably use that pattern. And I might actually make the duster if I have enough fabric to make the duster, but it's going to be so gorgeous. And the fabric that I have received from ThreadCrate, I've been so pleased with. So again, if you have been on the fence about subscribing to ThreadCrate, now's the chance to do it before they close their subscriptions for a while. And the date that they're closing again is December the 15th. All right, friends, if you enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful day. Bye.